If you're looking to make money with Claude, then this video is for you. I've tried my best to incorporate all the resources and steps so that you can start your business using Claude. So in the end, I've added GitHub repositories so you don't start from scratch. So let's get started. So I want you to forget generic AI side hustles list for a second. I want to show you 5 specific businesses people are building using one tool, that is Claude, using features that most people haven't even mentioned yet. So one of them is Scales, second is Claude Code, third is Claude API, and you don't need any coding for most of these. So let's go. So 5 trending, genuinely easy businesses you can start with Claude. Not hypothetical, not someday ideas, things people are doing today. And stick around to the end because I'm also giving you 5 real GitHub repositories powering this whole ecosystem with links so you are not starting from a blank page. So here's the full list up front so you can decide what to pay closest attention to. 1. Building Claude skills for hire. Second, using Claude Code to build small apps and MVPs for clients. 3. Content and ghostwriting powered by Claude's long context strength. 4. A lean automation agency for local businesses. 5. Packaging Claude skills and prompts into digital products. Bookmark this slide because I'm going deep on each one. So, quick contest over here as why this list exists right now and not a year ago. 3 things changed. First, Claude Skills became an open standard in December 2025, which means the skills format you build now works across dozens of AI tools, not just Claude. So, what you build has a longer shelf life than you would think. Second, a skill is genuinely just a plain English instruction folder, not software. If you can write down a clear process, you can build one. That's the entire technical bar for business number one. Third, Claude Code has gone from a niche terminal tool to how a lot of small tools and MVPs actually get built in 2026. Directing it well is now a sellable skill on its own, even if you have never written a line of code yourself. So let's start with business number one, that is Claude Skills Builder for Hire. So let's start with the easiest one on this list. A skill is a saved set of instructions Claude runs on command. Think of it as a mini app you build entirely in plain English. No coding required. Here's how you turn that into a business. Don't start with features, start with people. Pick one busy professional you know and automate their single most repeated task first. That is email triangle or weekly reporting or whatever eats their time. Once you've got one working, package 3 to 5 related skills into a toolkit instead of selling them one at a time. These bundles justify a much higher price than singles, and you don't have to build every skill from a blank page. Anthropic's own official skills repo and community directories are full of proven patterns worth adapting, which I'll show you at the end. You sell this as a setup fee plus a light monthly retainer because workflow and tools keep changing. Honestly, this is one of the lowest technical barriers on this entire list. So here comes the business number two, that is Claude Code MVP Builder. So, trust me, this is one of the highest ceiling, but also the steepest learning curve. You use Claude Code to design, build, and ship small tools, internal apps, or client MVPs. And here's the mindset shift. You are redirecting, not typing every line. You describe what you want to build, you review the output, and you iterate. Small businesses and startups routinely pay real money for a working MVP or internal tool, priced closer to a junior developer project than a full agency build. My advice over here is pair Claude Code with an existing configuration or skills framework instead of starting from a completely blank terminal. It saves real setup time on every single project. Ship narrow first. One tool, one clear job. Then expand into a retainer for maintenance and new features. I'll be honest over here, this is the most technical business here. You don't need to write code from scratch, but being comfortable reading and testing it helps a lot. The code itself is the easy part now. Scoping the right narrow project and talking to non-technical clients is still the real skill. And here's the business number three, that is Claude content and ghostwriting. Trust me, this is the fastest one to start today with zero new tools. This is long form writing services, blogs, newsletters, even ghost written business books built around something Claude is genuinely strong at, that is long, research heavy writing. Businesses always need more content, so this is usually the fastest first offer you can actually sell. The real edge here isn't a clever prompt, it's feeding Claude full interview transcripts, source documents, and brand voice guides, and working with all that context at once instead of one line prompts. Ghostwriting an entire business book from a founder's interviews is a genuinely realistic offer, not a stretch. Priced by the deliverable per article per chapter, once you know your real turnaround time, not by the hour. Your actual differentiator is editing and judgment. Claude drafts fast, but you decide what's good enough to send. This is the easiest business here to start today, but it's also the most crowded. So a specific niche beats being a general content writer. So here comes the business number four, that is Claude Automation Agency. So this is for people who like talking to business owners more than sitting alone writing or coding. You package Claude's API into small contained automations for local and small businesses, sold as fixed price projects, not open ended retainers. The trick is keeping scope tiny on purpose. One workflow, one clear before and after view, not a full digital transformation pitch that scares people off. So, local businesses respond quickly if you help them stop losing leads overnight with the help of AI automation. So basically, you can pair Claude with a no code workflow layer to connect it to email, calendars, and forms without custom backend work. Price per project, not per hour, because clients want a number, not a meter running. This actually sells faster than consulting because the deliverable is concrete and you can demo it right inside the pitch. Just resist the urge to overscoop your first project. Keep it small, working automations which help sell faster than ambitious ones. So here comes this business number five, that is Cloud Digital Products and Skill Packs. So this is one most people sleep on. You package proven Claude prompts, skill files, and workflow templates into a product, which sold once, downloaded many times. Build from what you have already solved for yourself or a client. A working skill file is a sellable product, not just something you keep to yourself. Bundle related skills into a themed pack, something like five plot skills for real estate agents, instead of selling single prompt one at a time. Distribute through Gumroad or straight to your own audience. No client calls required once it's built. This is the one business on this entire list that scale without you doing more work per sale. Just know your first buyers doubles as testers. Expect to revise the pack after real usage feedback comes in. The building here is easy part. Getting the first 50 people to actually see it is still a distribution problem, not a product problem. So here's the differences with speed versus difficulty. I mapped all five of these against two things. That is, how fast each one can realistically pay you and how hard it actually is to execute on my own 1 to 5 scale. Skills building is the best combination on the list. Fast to making money, genuinely low difficulty, and Claude Code work pays well but sits at the highest difficulty. Content and ghostwriting is nearly as fast as skills but a little more crowded. Automation agency work sits right in the middle on both. And digital products are the slowest to pay off simply because you need distribution before you need a better product. So you'll be having questions like which one is fit for you, right? So how do you actually pick? So here's the thing. Quick self check. If you are organized and process minded, start with skills building. If you can code or genuinely enjoy directing code, go with Claude Code MVP Builder. If you would rather write than talk to clients on calls, content and ghostwriting is your lane. If you are comfortable pitching local businesses, owners face to face, then the automation agency fits for you. If you would rather build something once, then sell it to one forever, go straight to digital products. Okay, here's the part I promised you. Five real GitHub repositories behind this whole ecosystem, so you are not starting from zero. First, Anthropic Skills. Anthropic's own official skills repository sitting around 150,000 stars. This is the reference implementation. The best place to see exactly how a real skill file is structured before you build your first one. Second, Afan M slash ECC. It's about everything Claude Code. Also around 150,000 stars. It's a portable set of agents, skills, hooks, and security scanning for Claude Code. Basically, an instant professional setup if you are going after business too. Basically, the MVP builder work. Third, Obra slash superpowers, around 1 lakh stars, a test driven development framework for Claude Code that's actually been accepted into Anthropic's own plugin marketplace. It helps you ship more reliable client code faster. Fourth, that is Compose HQ. Awesome plot skills. Around 71,000 stars. A curated territory of over 70 ready made skills across categories. Browse it and adapt instead of building every single skills from a blank page. And fifth, that is Zill's text Claude Context. Around 11k stars, semantic code search tool that lets Claude Code query an entire code base as context. A genuine differentiator if you are doing premium client work. I'll put all five names in the description so you can go clone them right now. So out of these five, which one are you going to start? Just let me know in the comment section. I'm a bit curious about that. So if you found this useful, then follow along and subscribe my channel for more such content so that you don't miss the next one. Till then, take care and all the best.